Now, for those of you who've been following me for any amount of time, you guys know I've been a staunch advocate on one Vision Hero increase. But I had an epiphany. I wanted to actually try two. I actually wanted to see where I can get with two with this particular type of combo variant. And yes, we got top 8, particularly 6th place in my recent OTS Thursday. So let's get into the deck profile.
Hero D シリーズ D シリーズ Destiny Destroy Death
D タイム
It's D タイム
Michael Bowden back here again. And I am your host, Destiny Hero Mike. Follow me on all social media, by the way. All of it is the same tag. And welcome back to D Time! We're here, baby. It's always D Time. And in more ways than one. And man, big shout out to you guys. It's this channel is still moving. It is a train that just cannot stop. It is the locomotive that cannot stop. Really appreciate all the older subscribers, newer subscribers. This is a hero-oriented channel. In case you didn't know, you better ask somebody. And welcome to D Time. Really appreciate you guys. And also, before we get into the list and everything like that, go to DTimeExclusives.com. Get this awesome Fusion Select Neos style playmat, as well as the D-Time playmat as well, and hoodies, goodies, all that. So really appreciate you guys' support. You guys are the best. Support this channel here at D-Time. Really appreciate you guys. And look, I just really briefly, before we get into the deck list, I want to talk about my matches. So yeah, we went 3-1. It was just 4 rounds, and we got 6th place out of 8. So yeah, we still placed. The game that I lost to ABC. Very good deck, still very formidable deck. Guys, I got greedy in that match. I brought out the Wake Up Your Destiny line, as well as Dark Angel trying to shut down their evenly match, but the player was smart enough to take out evenly match, and then I crippled my own Dark Angel. If I just left Dark Angel and Dark Law on the field by themselves with DPE, I would have won the match, but I got greedy with having Plasma on the field at the same time as Dark Angel just to try to stop there evenly. But little did I know that they actually sided that out. So that was one game that I lost. But I did, and I went against Branded Despia. So that Branded Despia, as you guys know, I lost to ABC. And then the 2 other matches, man. Oh, I actually can't remember right off the top. Yeah, I actually can't remember those other 2 matches right off the top, but probably midway throughout that profile, I might remember. But yeah, we got 6th place regardless, and that was really because that's like the games that I lose. Those are the ones I remember the most, just so that I could take a mental note and just remember. Okay, yeah, never do this or that again, whatever it was. Yeah, never do that again. So yeah, anywho, so let's go ahead and hop right into the deck profile. I bet y'all are like, what? D-Time playing 2 increase? Yeah, I actually wanted to try it. I figure the idea of this deck, it's combo. It's a combo deck. It's mostly a combo deck. But this time I wanted a little bit of everything. I wanted hand traps. I want full consistency. I want combos. I want the Wake Up Your Destiny lock. I still want to lock them out of spells too. I want to be able to do everything that I can in the span of a 40 card count deck. So it is still a Destiny variant, but with just there are some modifications that I made. I like this deck. I like this build. It feels very safe, and I think 2 increase for this build is actually correct, guys. I know a lot of you guys don't like that I only played 1 increase this whole time. This build I'm playing 2. I just wanted to see how well I could top, how well I can do, and yeah, it did great. Other than my own misplay, yeah, it did absolutely great. So without further ado, shout out to D-Time. It is always D-Time. And without further ado, Triple Elemental Hero Stratos, Liquid Soldier, and the Shadow Mist. So there's that. Triple Ferris, and double Vion. And wait for it, guys. Double increase. Yeah, we're playing 2 increase. It just makes sense to me in this build. It's combo oriented. We don't care if we draw the 1. We still have a very high chance of just still popping it off for this list. So I don't know. I think 2 feels good for this list, honestly. So, oh, another thing too that I wanted to add, if the Rise Heart, the Cash Deal or Rise Heart banishes card from the top of your deck, and if this is at 1 and it gets banished from the top of your deck, you could kiss Ferris goodbye. You can kiss the Ferris line goodbye if you have any type of recovery type of hand, you know, to crack on the crack back to recover, you know, to punish them back after they've done that to you on your follow and play. If this 1 increase gets banished, just kind of like that poly, man, you kiss that goodbye. So that's another reason why I kind of like 2 right now. I kind of like 2 for that, just because the meta kind of calls for it. So it actually 2 makes sense to me right now. So that's the Vision family. That is, so now D family, still the 2 plasma. And I like being able to side one of them out when I'm forced to go second. So I would side one of them out when I'm forced to go second. But main deck is you're going round 1, wake up your Destiny line, you need 2. But then when you're side decking, you can usually side 1 out. So that's really good. You know, we've got the double malicious and denier package, need that. I'm still playing Decider. I love his recovery. He is so good for me in this build. It's really good. Dark Angel, and yes, Dreadmaster. So it's still a Destiny here. It's still a Destiny variant build, Destiny heavy build. Dreadmaster's been working for me. I like that he's level 6 or higher, and or a Destiny hero in name. For that you know, if you're out of malicious in your deck or something like that, that extra monster, there it is. So that is my Destiny hero lineup, and then now on to, and then Ash. So being the final monster. So we're still main decking Ash. It's just too good. Like I said, we just want a little bit of everything. Now on the spells, 2 e-calls. So again, like I said, I want max consistency. So in this build, another reason why I'm playing 2 increase is because, like, if you're playing something like e-call, right, and you draw the 1 increase and 1 e-call, this e-call sucks now, right? You want to make sure that this e-call has a chance, no matter what, to get this guy to resolve. That's the point of e-call. I was doing 3 e-call, but now it just kind of makes sense because you got the 1 rota, 2 e-call, that's 3. That's a very even ratio. It's a very good, you know, decent ratio. So there's that, and then we got 3 hero lives. So that is my, you know, rota / e-hero engine package there. Onto Destiny. Like I said, we want to do everything. You know, we got hand traps. You guys are going to see as we progress, but we've got non-target and protect. We have everything that we need. So I still like 3D Force. And again, we can side out our plasmas and no D forces, you know, depending on the matchup and all that stuff. Triple Fusion Destiny, you guys already know. That's super self-explanatory. And Polymerization and the Miracle Fusion. So there's that. And then, yeah, so yeah, we're playing the triple imperm. So yeah, we have 6 hand traps. Now people say that heroes are bricky with hand traps, but you got to do your ratios right. I don't have any board breakers in main deck, but this is probably enough, honestly. You know, one of these can end a whole turn. Just one of these can end a whole turn. So I have 6 chances to draw it. It doesn't clog up too much of my deck. I took out the Destiny draws, but I still have the potency of an emergency call should I need it. And I don't get punished as often because I've done the testing. I don't get punished as often with just the 1 increase now playing 2. So a lot of it makes sense. Like, I could stop you from playing, but even if I brick one of these, I'm still going to be able to play, like, no matter what. Like, so that's the idea of this deck. I'm still able to do the same exact in-board lines that I wanted to do, but now I have higher chances of also stopping you, whether I'm going first or second, added to that. So now when Liquid Soldier, let's pull him out. Let's pull him out. Now when the Liquid Soldier draws 2, I've got like a pretty decent chance of drawing one or two of these. When Liquid Soldier draws 2 for your follow turn, my board doesn't even need to be as oppressive anymore because I have other interruptions on top of just a DPE and or just a plasma. You know, you got plasma, DPE, and Ash in hand. That's so good, right? So things like that, or you lock them down with, for example, Dark Angel, and you know you still have other interruption with these hand traps that don't take up anything. They don't require a whole lot. They don't clog up everything like that. It's only 6 slots, and sometimes, like I said, just one of them, more than enough sometimes in an entire turn. Extra deck, double Sunrise. Liquid Soldier, wake up your elemental hero. Wake up. Boom. Let's go ahead and get that into focus. So there's that. Escorido. So there it is, my elemental family. And then we've got Dominance, Dystopia. Dominance be putting in work, bro. Destroyer, Phoenix, Enforcer. 2 of those still. I like 2 right now. And your 2 mass heroes, Dark Law. Somebody asked, now I want to answer this question. Somebody asked why these are still in my side deck if my mass change is in my extra. Why are these in my extra deck? Why are these in my extra deck if my mass changes, which they are in my side deck? Well, space. We have space to keep them in the main deck. We don't want to put them in the side deck. We don't have space to put these fusions in the side deck. Keep them in the main deck so when we put our mass changes in, that way that slot is already filled. And technically speaking, we have plenty of room. Look, remember, only because it's a cash tier format, we're not supposed to be playing 2 Sunrise and 2 DPE. These are supposed to be other things. These are supposed to be other mass heroes and stuff like that, like, you know, your Acid and other things like that. You know, we got 2 additional. We technically have 2 additional flex spots, and not everybody plays the Destiny Hero package. So, you know, 3 flex spots because not everybody plays Dominance. I do. But yeah, so like it's supposed to be like 2 Dark Laws and stuff like that. That's really what it's supposed to be. So yeah, you want to keep that in your extra deck. I would not recommend putting the mass heroes into your side deck. You know, you need your side deck space. And then your extras, you know, Dread Decimator, double cross for the grind, and the 1 Wonder Geyser. So there is that. I just want to lay that out. So 40 card count. So yeah. And then we're going to go ahead and get into the deck profile. Deck profile. We're already in deck profile. We're going to get into the side deck. Triple Contact C. I still love it. It's still really good. I like it against, I really like it against Branded, and it worked out. It puts him in a really weird, awkward situation. So you just got to know who to put it in against and what to put it in against. But Triple Joel and Lockbird. I just want hand traps, mostly just hand traps that do something all the time. I don't have to set it and just, you know what I mean? So I just want to be able to interrupt them on their turn as much as I can. And remember, we already got the other 6 hand traps in the main deck already. So we don't have to side deck Ash and Imperm because that's already in the main deck. So, and depending on the matchup, we could alternate very easily. Triple Nibiru. Now, people are playing around Nibiru, and Nibiru is not what you think it's for. We can technically try to put it in against Kashtira, but their new set play is they'll just summon 4 monsters at most and end on a Rise Hard. No, that's not why I'm playing Nibiru. This could be good against Branded. They do get greedy these days. They got all sorts of different variants as well as the Bestials, but also Sword Soul. Sword Soul amongst other rogue decks, that combo, Dragon and stuff like that. Dragon Link, Sword Soul, you know, anything that's pretty much not Kashtira. Not including, you know, Labyrinth and, you know, Trap Tricks, but, you know, this can definitely mess up Sword Soul. They'll bring out the Shishao first, Moye token, Shishao third, and then they usually search to get the Long Yun. Then Long Yun discard, special himself, get the token. Now that's 5 summons, boom, Nibiru. All right, cool. And so that way you don't get cheesed out by something you're not. So I'm prepared for Nibiru. Not only covers the Sword Soul match, but it also covers multiple other things, Kashtira included, if they want to get greedy. So, and then on to 3 mass change again. So now my thing is this. I had to ask myself, if I'm forced to go second, because people say they don't agree with this being a side deck, well, ask yourself, if you're forced to go second, right? You're forced to go second, and you drew a mass change, right? Let's just say you drew 2 mass changes. And they're doing combo, they're popping off, and you have 2 mass changes stuck in your hand while they're getting a nasty setup, right? These can't do anything. Would you rather those be the mass change, or would you be sitting with a Impermanent Ash in hand while you're forced to go second? I think I'd rather be sitting with an Impermanent Ash in hand and then just stop the whole turn outright and just make them struggle. So I want to be able to control mass change. I want to be able to control when I draw this card, when it's time to draw this card and in the right matchup. I only want to ever use this card while I'm going first. I don't want to leave it up to chance. I lose a die roll, now I'm going second, this card is in my hand. Some matches it could be good while going second, but in a lot of cases it's not this format. So, And lastly, triple evenly match. So, and that's self-explanatory. Back row decks, stuff like that. Decks that don't put up a lot of negates. Evenly match. There it is. And that's going to do it for today's results, today's deck profile. Really appreciate you guys. We're on the road to YCS. So I'm taking this very serious. I'm going to tournament weekly. Almost every day there is a tournament. I'm going to test these things out. I really like this deck, believe it or not. I think I like this deck, even though I did not go undefeated due to my own fault. I think I like this build, or the concept of this build. I just feel like all my bases are covered, more than the one that I went undefeated. Yeah, I like this build more than the first place build. So yeah, anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys are doing. I really appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in. And don't forget to go to DTimeExclusives.com, and I will catch y'all in the next one.